What is up, Geminis? Getting straight to the powerful messages. I already posted these in shorts, but I want to give a full, fair reading to see what's coming out, what insight could come out, new insight or whatever. More refreshed perspective, most likely. A more refreshed perspective. So anyway, let me read your July message, Gemini. It says, we are facing our flawed judgment. We need a way to give up our worries and trust in solutions being found, especially in unstable or unclear times. Most importantly, trust in solutions being found. Be on guard for your healthy emotions or observations or reactions. We must master our emotions through all this. Our emotions are yoga. Our emotions are not stressed out. Have temperance. Yes. And then I got some prompts for you to read. So I gotta say it again. I input my messages and then had ChatGPT create some prompts. So for you, Gemini, here's 3 questions you should ask yourself over the month. What story am I telling myself that may not be true? Here's the second question. What facts exist beyond my current feelings? And the last one is, if my emotions were information instead of instructions, what would I learn? Funny questions. Maybe I should maybe it'd be smarter to read on these questions exactly. I should have did that. So now every sign after you will be lucky enough for me to read on these questions actually. That's even more helpful. Let's see. So let's do that right now, because that will maybe help someone catch themselves telling themselves a lie. Yes, let's see. Let's go ahead and read on that first. So you get a little extra bonus, a little read. I should have been doing this the whole time, actually reading on the questions, the prompts, to see what answer would come out. I'm not force-feeding you awareness. I'm not forcing awareness down your throats. Anyway. So let's see the first question. What emotion needs to be felt but not... Oh, my bad. What story am I telling myself that may not be true? 3 cards for this one. What story am I telling myself that may not be true? As simply as I read, is this a connection that will be no longer close to you, no longer near? The Fool card is a different direction. Yeah. It is a different direction. So it's like, are we predicting? Are we reading? This is what truly is coming out. So you have a flawed idea that some relationship is ending and it will not be salvageable. This is where the flawed judgment is coming out. And these cards, this is you clarity, having clarity. And the wands are the first ideas. The wands are the ideas. So clearly this is you or a feeling that is had. From information you're taking in, you believe, I'd be wanting to help you understand why the page is in reverse. But no, ideas you are giving life to confidently. You give confidence to these ideas that something isn't working out. So that's where the flawed judgment needs to be facing that question. Hold it down even though it looks funny, you know. Last card, yeah. So that is Page of Cups. Could be water energy, but this could represent Aquarius. But yeah, this could be water sign. More cups came out. But I think the real idea is yes. Staying light somehow. You could say Page of Cups. I feel like with the Three of Wands in reverse, you're not moving. Still staying hopeful. You're still in a hopeful momentum. This is a great space to be when things haven't cleared yet. So you're not doubting. It's really the middle space to be in. You're still receptive. You're not believing the outcome, because somehow we carry what we believe and then we just act what we believe is going to be, and, you know, self-sabotage. I hate it. Realizing lately I've been watching this channel on, dare I say it, you know, game, you know, some subjects of pimping, but it's just a healthy view of yourself. Like the info comes down to you just have such a strong, confident view of yourself. You stick to your standards. That's all it really is. And the bottom line is, if you're the truth, you have to be yourself through all circumstances. You remain when they're good and bad. That's it. That's what it comes down to. You just trust yourself when things aren't looking good. You know, it's all the same as manifesting goals, changing your view of yourself. And this is a cheat code. Now you can just make this process automatic. I know how to change my view. I know how to trust myself. Take the pressure off them. I'm so good. They ain't even got to worry. Just be yourself. Do what you'll do, and I'll be amazing, and it'll work out. Be who you'll be. Let's do another read. So, damn, all that talking, and I'm talking about one question. Next question: what facts exist beyond my current feelings? So maybe I should just read like this from now on. Maybe this will be the new, in fact, this will be a new video, because Taurus got the same old one, but now every other sign could actually get a new form of reading. So I'll probably do it for Taurus now. So. We'll see how this works out, though, because I'm assuming these questions are what your soul's desiring to get clarity on. So. But I'll just do the 3 questions and then do the Celtic cross anyway. See whatever comes out, but pretty sure. So now, what current facts exist beyond my feelings? What facts exist beyond my current feelings? Okay. What facts exist beyond my feelings? I like this way more. Clear. I guess the way I read is good for me because I can decode it. Then I gotta rewatch my chaotic ass, hazy readings, vague yet clear readings. Here's what exists beyond your current feelings. What facts exist beyond your current feelings? You see it in your face. Your emotions are aligned or clearly aware of the big picture people see. You and people you're collaborating with, working together with, it's on Front Street what the project is. It's clearly understood what the goal is, because this is a stability card, and the wands are ideas, and the four, Emperor, so that's stable, it's number stability, blah blah blah. So you keep thinking it's flawed when the information in front of you is like, this is actually, you wouldn't know it because you're not looking there. You're looking at who's booing and who's frowning. But if you look at the whole system, it's actually working cohesively together. It's working to this goal. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to even focus on. You actually can. It's so on time. You can have your emotional storm, and it's still running smoothly. Imagine being so skilled. You can actually have a nervous breakdown, and you don't stop. You don't even stop the you're still good. Yeah, it's like you could be a goofy, a nerd, and you have game because you're truly that person now. You can't really say a nerd anymore. You're just genuinely available as yourself. We really, even those labels don't, it's just like, that's just extra seasoning that don't even add to the taste. What does that even mean anymore if a person's available? That person's available. Hands on. So what is this beyond your current feelings is that you're actually building something amazing, growing. If my emotions were information instead of instructions, what would I learn? So I'm going to just shuffle for this one, see what pops in. If your emotions were information and not instructions, what would you learn? So let's see what we got. Got 1, 2. What? Here's what you would learn. You stay in this watch out vibe. So here's what you would learn about your emotions if they were information and not instructions. You worry first, stay in that feeling while knowing it's probably okay. Still not a good, confident use of your emotions. That's why I like bold colors so much. Bold, you'll see me in bold red, bold blue colors, bold. I gotta create more. I keep saying that. Look out for more, at some point. I like bold, like royal blue, bold colors, And our feelings need to learn how to be boldly available, not details that don't really mean shit. Like, we're all nerds for certain things. We all have an obsession about something. We all have a fixation. Something we can go and we can talk about greatly, like it's a book, like it's a, And it is to us, it is. And how can you be like that about yourself? You know? But the problem is what you really feel about yourself. And trickery, either you feel trickery is there, or there's always going to be trickery, or it's really yourself. What you think you're seeing is really you feeling like that. So that's what the projection, what you think is what you are actually. So the information your emotions give is that deception. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust. There's something you don't fully trust that needs to be shown to you. And once you show that, there's more shit. I laugh. I think about like a person, like if they showed you themselves and yet they had more stuff on, and they do it in cartoons. It's like they try to unmask you, but a person's just, okay, here I am, and then they're still wearing stuff. It's like, no, you're not. But that's what we feel of ourselves or the situation. There's still more you have to see, and you'll always be turning over more because you're thinking. So the bold colors are the answer. You have to just be that. So game being the truth, when you're the truth, there's consequences to having your values. There's a mythology, there's a tarot card that represents that. It's Gemini. If I read correctly in a book, it's based off a myth called someone's contest. Either it was Aphrodite. Anyway, it's a contest where a guy had to judge, a beauty contest. He had to judge between 3 goddesses. One had, military access. The other one had riches, abundance. The other one was just a chick. The nigga just chose a chick who was actually married and started a war. So your values have consequences. That was the myth's message, I guess. Whichever one he chose would have had a different outcome or consequence. So he could have screwed all of them. Might as well choose the chicks who can help you, not just a chick. The old me would have just chose a chick right there waiting naked. But he could have had 2, one baddie with access. They all got they all have, got bodies, so they all have a body. They're all women, so it's like of course a young man would have. I'm having too much fun making sense of this. So yes, this is a problem with us and how we feel about ourselves. Ultimately, this is Gemini. So the lovers, it used to be one guy faced with 2 women to choose from, an old lady or a young chick. That's what it used to look like, not just people embracing. It used to be a guy choosing between 2 women. That's one of the old depictions of the card, the arcana, the lovers. It shows a guy choosing. Anyway, but here's the information. It's a lack of trust within ourselves. Fuck. 20-minute video. It means I'm really talking shit. Damn. Bro, I'm about to read on these questions for real now. Like, fuck. Let me see if I get more information out of it. It has to come down to you not trusting you don't trust yourself. Ultimately, it comes down to a lack of trust in yourself to handle the situation. To be prepared, so that's why bold colors, it's all fully filled in. It's just what it is. In fact, it doesn't even see what it could be. It's just fully itself. Like, it's like these tarot messages, you should be a bold color because the tarot messages give you a little bit of like awareness of how you're looking, how your color's shining right now. Well, I think of a bold color, I think like, kind of like indoctrinated people, gangbangers, or people with that perfect mentality. I am the winner, I am the goal. No matter what I do, I could do it better, more flawlessly than this person, and I respect that person, but I know how I do it is different. No disrespect. I just know I believe in how I do it. And I'm embracing that mentality more and more, and so now when people feel like I'm not that, I have to accept that and appreciate that and go, well, I know I'm that. I know I'm this. I need to appreciate it. Because if I trust myself, then they can do anything. They can feel any way. And this, what I meant about this, how I see myself, right? I do the task. I don't pay attention to, how I look, right? I'm so in the task. You see me having fun making sense of this? That's what it's like. You got to be so indoctrinated down to see the outcome. Otherwise, we're going to be just revealing more parts of ourselves that are hidden, that got to be shown, getting nowhere because the lack of trust is still there. Every time a shirt comes off, it's another shirt to take. There's more bangs to remove. It's like, God damn. At some point, it turns into frustration. And that's why I understand, like, people get mad at me, chicks get mad at me. Eventually, the attraction turns into some serious frustration. But all I can do is just be available. Like, I'm here. Like, what am I? It's just this forever, ever reveal your. It's like I am literally, except with me, it's just my face every time. I'm this person. And that's why it's hard to keep fucking with yourself, because you really start thinking, am I really off? No, they just have not really learned to be a bold color or a bold decision, acceptance, expression of themselves, a clear view of themselves. Or to be in this or not in this. They're needing to see the proof first. I mean, you can't really say you're down because you need proof first. I mean, you got to be beyond the proof. That's why the bold color you got to be so into you. Oh my God. You either fuck with yourself or you don't. And looking crazy, that level of just, it's a pretty close level to looking crazy and actually laughing so much you just go, bro, I get it. I fuck with myself. I get myself. I know I'm not tripping. Damn. Okay, Gemini, I'm sorry for talking like this. That last question is really important. I think I'm going to start reading like this from now on, though. Because I'm not really giving you an answer. I'm just saying it probably means you don't trust yourself. Oh, disclaimer, if you hear that background noise. It's that simple. Give your emotions a disclaimer. Okay, you got to give yourself a disclaimer. I trust myself. I'm sorry, emotions. I'm going to trust myself. Give myself a disclaimer. I'll be able to handle whatever is revealed to me, whatever it turns out to be. So, if my informations were instructions, if my emotions were information instead of instructions, you would learn that you simply do not trust yourself. The suspicion you put on someone else is the suspicion it's really on you. Because why are you worried? I mean, you're in the situation, it chose you, you chose the situation. The more it's I just be thinking of like the bullshit relationships I dealt with in high school. Like, chicks would love to make you feel certain. Like, see, here, have my phone, check it. And yo dumbass be locked, hooked. Okay, we good. Yep, I seen her phone. It was empty. It's beautiful to be on that level of just controlled, insecure. Now we can manufacture the evidence. Like, it's even sad to go through the act of faking this much. You just laugh at how dumb it is. Like, bro, being an adult is better than all this bullshit games. Like, I laugh at how I'm just not worried about people who don't fuck with me. You need to laugh at, like, wow, like, okay, fine. You know? I laugh now, like, why don't I trust myself to deal with this situation? I'm not gonna have to do much, but just give myself a disclaimer, like, okay, beware of a person who might not trust you. They don't trust themselves. So we have to trust ourselves past them not fucking with us. And I just learned how to break past the first barrier because I love questioning myself. Cause I used to tell jokes and the audience ain't laughing. The joke's bad. I mean, that's all the information you need. They didn't laugh. But to dare say the audience is y'all are stupid. This joke is funny. Y'all are tripping. I know this shit's funny. You know, some people have that confidence sometimes. Like, it's a joke, y'all. It's tacky, though. It looks tacky, but you could be right. Anyway, what am I saying? Anyway. Okay. I laugh because it must be true on some level. Like, there's a joke I want to unfold. I want to show it. I'm gonna get off camera before I have too much fun talking about it. Finally learn to trust yourself and accept people not trusting you because you trust yourself that much. See, at the same time, we could also be in this phase of learning through this feeling disconnected and trusting ourselves. That alignment is just fully there. Like, it comes in. You slowly but surely fill in those spots of white or extra spaces with bold color, bold trust, bold acceptance of yourself. Bold trust in your direction. No longer needing permission to be yourself, or to take a minute. You know, I'm worried about taking too long. Oh my God! Disclaimer: my mother's playing music on purpose. She, me personally, I feel like she's doing this on purpose because I don't know. You probably can't even hear it, you know, but maybe it's me not trusting I can make a good video despite background noise, you know. Even me mentioning it slows down the momentum. 30 minutes of a regular video. So the lesson really is, out of all this talking, you may not trust yourself when you actually need to just trust yourself. I think it's beautiful. It's that simple, though. Us being this bold color will be accepted and understood, and is actually needed for the environment. So Gemini, I'm done talking. I actually don't like videos being this long because I worry people are too stupid to watch them. Their attention spans are too short. I'm disrespecting people who actually like this free-flowing feeling content, you know. I'm gonna read like this from now on because I tap into myself, asking those questions. And then you get the answer in the month and steamroll. You become the center of the month because you make the month go, damn. How did he know? How did they know? How did he or she know? You see right through the month, like the month ain't shit. Treat the month like it's your bitch, you know. How do they do it? Anyway. Sometimes you do need haters just to learn how to shine brighter. So, oh my goodness. Later, Gemini. I guess this is how you know. The shorts don't give you this much feeling, though. I didn't even do the other spread. Should I do the other spread? The lesson is you just don't trust yourself, though. So whenever you're thinking something, just go, do I really trust myself to be good to be the truth despite this situation's outcome? And it's not even that serious. It's just you know. It's funny if you make it simple, like getting a drink. You know, can I trust myself to make this drink and drink it? Can I trust myself to open this bottle of water and drink it? You know, still be okay with myself. See, I can't tell if I'm just being tacky or I'm actually saying something potent, powerful, profound. I'm getting off the camera. Later, Gemini. I did not want this video to go this long. Later. For July 2026.